So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about being a diabetic. Um, been a diabetic for 45 years. A week before my third birthday, my mom noticed that I was drinking those 16-ounce bottles of Pepsi like they were going out of style. She called my grandma, who was a CNA, and grandma told her to call my doctor and take me to the doctor as quickly as possible. I spent my third birthday in the hospital because at that time, 45 years ago, the parents of a diabetic had to go through 2 weeks of diabetes classes before they would release the child to the parents' custody. Being diabetic is not easy, and it's not for the faint of heart. There's a part of your brain that balances between two sides. You have the side of your brain that is the normal side where you're like, I have to fight to survive every day. I have to take this insulin every day. I have to test my blood sugars every day. And then there's the side of your brain where you're like, I am so tired of fighting. I'm so tired of dealing with having to poke myself 6, 7, 8 times a day. I'm so tired of having to take shots every day. I'm so tired of not being able to eat everything I want to eat. Now, I'm on an insulin pump, so my diet is not as restrictive as those people who may be on a regimented, I take 30 units of MPH or Humalog and whatever every day. As long as I know what the carb ratio is, I can figure out how much insulin I can take, and I can eat pretty much whatever I want. But you get tired of the wear and tear. And that's kind of what this blog post is about tonight. You get tired of having to do all this stuff to make sure you survive, and yet your brain is telling you fight for survival, fight for life. Now, I can't supersede that power that my brain has. I need to fight for life, because honestly, the thought of dying just totally freaks me out, and mostly because of her. Oh, you can't see her. Mostly because of her. Hey, Sophie, say hi. Sophie, say hi. Say hi. Sit. 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 Sophie, sit. Sophie, sit. No, sit. Come here. No, get up here. She's being a pest. Sorry. Come up here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, sit. Sit. Mostly because of her. Say hi. And mostly because of her. Sasha, say hi. Those are my reasons for surviving. I'm fighting every day. It's hard some days. The getting up, knowing what you have to do to take care of everything, it's really hard. I wish I had a better answer. I don't. People tell me all the time, I don't know how you take shots every day. I don't know how you do all that stuff every day. And my normal response to them is, your fight to survive kicks in at some point, unless you're totally depressed. Now, diabetics suffer from depression. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is what it is. It is a chronic disease that we deal with every day. And because of all the advances and all that stuff, our lives are lasting longer. That fight or flight thing is what keeps most of us on an even keel. But I'm going to be real blatantly honest here and say some days I just don't have the energy to fight anymore. I won't give up. I'm not suicidal or anything like that. But I look at my life and I'm like, it's so exhausting. And people don't get it. They sit there and don't understand why I'm so tired every day. Well, I'm tired because my body is fighting a disease that I will never win against. Every day, I'm fighting. Excuse me. I'm fighting high blood sugars. I'm fighting low blood sugars. And my body can only take so much. And I'm tired of fighting. I will fight on. I'm not suicidal, like I said. It's not a suicide thing. I'm just tired. And I wanted to post this video mostly because people think it's so easy. You know, I had people in my life who didn't believe I had a reason to be tired every day. I actually had people in my life tell me, you don't have an excuse. You don't have children. You don't have, people you're responsible for, blah, 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 blah. All this crap. I had someone tell me that I had no reason to be tired. That's not true. I have every reason to be tired. I work 40 hours a week. And I come home and I have things at home that need to be done and I'm exhausted. And you know what? I may not do everything that everybody else does. My house isn't clean. It's a mess. What can I say? I work 40 hours a week and I come home and basically what I want to do is just go to sleep and pretend the world doesn't exist. Is my laundry caught up? Yes, my laundry's caught up. Are the dishes done? Yes, the dishes are caught up. But if my room's a little bit of a mess because, oh my gosh, I've got Labrador hair all over my room, oh well. If there are clothes on the floor, I'm not going to freak out about it. Because you know what? You don't live my life. You don't. You don't live my life. You don't know how exhausting it is. I've been fighting this disease for 45 years. You don't know how exhausting it is. Unless you've been in my shoes. And there are plenty of people out there who've been in my shoes and know exactly what I'm talking about. And until you've been in my shoes, you can't judge me. It is what it is. And I'm sorry if that ticks some of you off, but it's my reality. And this is my life. And I just wanted to share that because I want you to understand. It's exhausting. This being diabetic is exhausting. Having to watch my blood sugar every day, having to manage everything every day, and make sure everything else is taken every day is exhausting. But I wanted to post that because I wanted you to see. I wanted you to see the real tears, the real fear, the real frustration with everything. And that's my life. We're going to sign off. Peace be with you. Have a great life.